Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Saturday. Okay, guys. So as you know, and as you can see right now, we are still moving things. We're running around like crazy. I'm in my new studio, but things are not set up. I just figured it was way better to do it this way in person, like with you guys face to face on camera, as opposed to just putting a headpiece in and then just putting my camera off. This is more fun. You guys get to be a part of the process. You've been a part of the process since day one. All of the loyal Adams family, they've all been a part of it. So I say, let's jump right in.
Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it. Cause no one can do it like we do it, like we do it, like we do it.
All right, guys. So we're going to start with the Valley first because that's where we need to go. The Valley. Thank you to Reality Blurb. The Valley, a spinoff of Vanderpump Rules, will be coming back to the network for another season as new reports reveal which of the full-time stars are expected to return. Now, though many fans were hesitant about the new show, it eventually gained popularity, and it features Vanderpump Rules alum Jax Taylor, who's now separated from his wife Brittany, and at the time of filming, he and Brittany were still together. Though their fights were spotlighted as a storyline, another couple, Michelle and Jesse, announced their split after the season wrapped. According to Variety, The Valley is getting renewed for season 2, and all the full-time cast members are expected to secure their spots. The season will presumably highlight the aftermath of the couple splits. And in an announcement, NBC Universal claimed the spinoff was its most watched freshman series in nearly a decade. On Brittany's Instagram stories, the star reacted to the news saying, "We're coming back, y'all. Confirmed today, season 2 is happening. Yay." Now, Jax and fellow castmate Kristen Doute were fired from Vanderpump Rules for past scandals, and many believed that they would never return to the network. But when the world was rocked by Tom Sandoval's affair with Raquel Leviss, fans were curious about Kristen and Jax's reactions given their history with Tom. This catapulted them back into the spotlight and paved the way for their return. Oh, well, it doesn't stop there. Actually, before we get into this, I'm gonna play another clip for you guys. This shit.
Who are you better friends with, really, for real, period? Sandoval or Ariana? Who's a better, closer person to you in your life?
Right now, I don't speak to either of them that much.
You don't speak to either of them?
No.
Who are you better friends with, really, for real, period? Sandoval or Ariana? Who are you better friends?
Yeah. Okay. No bueno. Sheena Shea blames production and Tom Sandoval for her meltdown over Ariana Madix. So thank you again to Taste of Reality. She blamed Vanderpump Rules production and Tom Sandoval for her meltdown over Ariana Madix at the season 11 finale. During an episode of the Shenanigans podcast with Matt Rogers and Janet Caperna, Sheena named the producer that allegedly convinced her and Lala to go off about the Broadway star. Jeremiah said, "Let it all out. Whatever you want to say, go for it." He was very frustrated with Ariana that day. To get walked out on, it was a slap in the face. Now, Matt did jump in to play devil's advocate, and from what the comedian saw in the Vanderpump Rules season 11 finale, Ariana and Sheena had the scene together. Sandoval walked over, and she walked away from him. That was the final scene, and Ariana walking out is one thing, but we had a full action-packed episode. Now, Sheena sees things a little bit differently. She admitted that she finally saw Ariana's perspective. Now, in hindsight and watching it back, I understand that was your truth in that moment. You were living your real, authentic life, and you were really not going to talk to him. But for the rest of us, it felt like, fuck your jobs, fuck making the end of the show. I'm going to do what I want to do because I set my boundaries and peace out. And then for Tom to be like, she talks shit about all of you. It was like, what the fuck? But calling the Bravo TV personality out for getting played by Tom, Matt added, yeah, he really swept in on that opportunity, babe. Alligator tears, though, is what they're calling it. Sheena explained, people can get in my head very easily. To hear about, to hear that I've cared about this for so long, maybe Ariana doesn't feel the same way about me. It actually made me kind of feel bad for Sheena in this moment, but it is a shit show. I don't know what else to say about it. I'm going to move on over here to the Valley. Now, Jax Taylor is getting in trouble by his estranged wife because Brittany is slamming him for claiming that she has a frigging drinking problem. Jax Taylor and Brittany took to their new show, The Valley, with their marital drama, and also to their podcast, When Reality Hits. Jax inquired, do you think it was a smart idea to drink that drink if you were going to get sick? And obviously, an annoyed Brittany replied, I didn't know I was going to get sick, and I hadn't had a single drink all day. So all I did was take a sake shot that everybody at the table had, and I thought it would be okay for me having one little sip. But like a dog with the bone, he kept picking at Brittany, saying, you know what? In your past, drinking stuff like that doesn't agree with your stomach. And Brittany said, I hadn't had anything else to drink that entire day or the day before. So I didn't think that having one little drink of that was going to affect my stomach the way it did, just like champagne, wine, anything like that. And Jack said, so going forward, you should probably never drink anything else again other than tequila. Then that's when Britt hit she got pissed. You made it look like I had a drinking problem on a frigging national television show. I'm serious. Like you have to address these things. It's not okay. I'm not saying you have a drinking problem is what Jack said, but there's times where it's a lot. How about the nights when you go out all night and you don't come home and you have ragers and stay out until like 6 a.m. and you're horribly hungover the next day? It's just not very nice. And to put this outlook on somebody who's your wife, I don't appreciate that. But again, Jax proves to be a lousy husband. Brittany attempted to lighten the mood and say that she was ultimately upset that she missed out on game night. But Jax said, that's the reason why I was really mad, because this was a couple thing and you had to bow out and I'm stuck by myself. And it was just kind of like this was a whole plan for a couple. So it was kind of frustrating to me. I have a right to be frustrated. You also need to help somebody if they're feeling sick, is what Brittany said. And anytime you're sick, I'll do everything for you. I just hope that you see things when you're watching back. And Jax playing victim asked if this was going to be a drag Jax podcast, and Brittany shut Jax down, adding, no, I'm watching the same show that everyone else is watching, and it's sad to see. I mean, listen, at the end of the day, Jax did do douchey things. Like, you can't say that he didn't. And the way that he sits there and talks to Brittany, it is crazy to watch. Like, I would never ever have the audacity to sit there and it's just like, it's wild, but he doesn't care. He absolutely does not care. He's going to talk and do whatever he wants. In his mind, he is still the number one guy in the group. And if that's how he feels, what are we expecting from him that's any bit like any different? You know what I mean? Like, whatever we're expecting, we just have to kind of just let it go. Anyways, last thing. Vanderpump Rules Party podcast said why they think that Ariana quit the night of the party. Here we go.
My little soapbox.
Okay.
I firmly believe, like 100%, and there's very little anyone can do to change my mind. And by very little, I mean nothing. Even if Ariana told me herself I was wrong, I would doubt her. I would still not be 100%.
Okay, make your case. I'm curious to see how you're coming to this.
Okay. My reasons that she quit that night at Kyle Chan's party. It's why producer Jerry said, come on, Ariana, don't go out like this. It's why the producer said, and the end. It's why Schwartz said, well, that's a fucking plot twist. Because what's a plot twist? There's nothing in that show last night, the finale, that was a plot twist. Like a plot twist that Ariana walked away from Sandoval. That's not a plot twist. She's been doing it all season. So what's the fucking plot twist?
She's got a great point. What's the fucking plot twist? I want to hear what you guys think. Pop off in the comments section. If you guys are not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and we'll see you next time. Love you guys. Bye.